What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Just want to remind you to like, comment and subscribe. Now, let's get on with some S14 stuff. So today I'm just going to explain a little bit about what's going on and why we're in the situation we're in, i.e. this. Yeah, that's right, the engine is back out of the car. So let me explain. Yesterday I was doing some work, put the sump on finally, got it all sealed up, and my plan was to try and turn the engine over and see whether we were getting oil circulation to the head. So I mounted all the oil lines, the filter, the alternator was back on there, even started doing the turbo lines and stuff like that. But unfortunately, I got the sump on and I thought I'll just turn the engine over and make sure that nothing's catching and we ain't got any issues. And yeah, you guessed it, we had an issue. Basically, the sump went on with the pickup and everything in place. The bottom of the con rod was actually hitting the pickup pipe. All it's doing is basically hitting the Jubilee clip on the pickup pipe. So it's only maybe high by about 1 mil. What my plan is to get a cork gasket sheet to make your own gaskets basically. I'm just going to add that as a shim almost, so it'll be a gasket but it'll work as a shim as well, and I'm going to put that in, and fingers crossed it should give us the nice little gap that we need for the crank to actually clear the pickup pipe. So first thing I'm going to do today is basically measure up for that. So I just need to quickly measure the sump. I'll show you the damage that it caused. I mean, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it is very, very slight. It's just flattened the Jubilee clip there. But aside from that, we're going to be doing little jobs on the S14 today. We're basically going to do anything that can bring it forward and keep things moving, so it's not just like sat stagnant doing nothing. One thing I need to do is start prepping the bumpers. So the front bumper there has been smashed to bits. Other things I want to do is run the brake lines to the rear of the car. I need to try and mount the hydro in the car somewhere and run the brake lines from one side to the other on the subframe and everything, so I'm going to be trying to do that today. One other little job that I want to do is the brake servo here is looking a bit worse for wear, bit of rust from brake fluid I would imagine. So what I'm going to do is basically sand that down, give it a nice lick of paint, and then that'll be mint, ready to go back on the car. My main priority is to try and get some cork gasket ordered so that we can get the sump done. And what I'm thinking is, rather than just trying to turn the engine over, what I want to do is get everything prepped and ready so that by the time the sump goes back on with the new gasket and we're clearing the pickup pipe and everything like that, instead of just turning the engine over, we can actually try and run it. So I need to try and get as much stuff done as possible so that when it comes to that stage, we are ready, basically. Exhaust downpipe needs to be made and everything like that, so I'm going to be looking at how I can accomplish that. I have got an old downpipe off my SR20, which I'm going to try and manipulate and use. Let's try get all of these jobs done, and then that thing can go back in as soon as possible, and we can try and run it. Let's crack on and do some work. First job of the day is done. Servo is painted. So my next task is going to be doing the brake line. I'm going to basically just run the rear brake line, get it fed into the calipers. Then what I need to do is fit the hydro and run the line to the back of the car. I've ordered the cork gasket sheet for that. Fingers crossed that'll be here sometime next week and we can crack on and get the sump finally fitted. So what I'm going to do now, quickly pump up the tyres on the back because they are dead and flat, and it makes moving the car a pain in the ass. So what I want to do is just quickly pump those up, then I'll fit the brake line on the back and we'll look at maybe try to get the hydro in or at least run the lines today. So that's the second job, let's get on with it. So I just rolled the car out, pumped up the tyres, and I thought, well right, may as well. Really bright. Yeah, so I thought may as well fit the rear coilovers. And I'll rip these wheels off quick, fit some coils. Oh yeah. So a quick tip for you all for when you're adjusting and setting up coilovers, doing your ride height and everything. Undo your little securing nut jobby thing there, and then this thing, you want to wind it on as far as possible to get the most lows. Progress has been made. Coilovers fitted. Rear brake lines all fitted. Oh yeah. Progress.